Hi sweeties, I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for following my backup channel. You all are super awesome. For those that have not subscribed, please kindly go subscribe to my backup channel. You do not want to miss out on anything. I appreciate you all in advance. Welcome to Nanyacim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to watch my videos and subscribing. You all are super awesome. Thank you for always coming through. So today we will be talking about this video that popped on my feed, and I don't know, to some people this is gonna be new, to some people it is not new. It's something they have known, but man, this one came in a different shade and different like, you know, it's just like something I was like asking myself, oh really? You know what, stay glued to the screen, do not click away. I am gonna roll the clip real soon, and let me know what you all think in the comment section. So right away, let's roll the clip.
White women, watch this video and I'll be right back.
Straight. I'm trying to understand this. The people of color are still harping on getting reparations. $5 million each, not per family. Each. Now, let's see if I got this right. There is nobody in the United States today that is taking a breath ever been a slave.
What's wrong with your throat? Slavery was abolished in 1865, June 19th. It's 2023. The last known survivor of the last U.S. slave ship died in 1940. Her name was Matilda McCreer. How old were you when she died in 1940, Mima? What, you was like 30, 35 or something? This is Daniel Smith. He was a child of an enslaved man, a man that was born in slavery. He died in 2022. So clearly, slavery wasn't that long ago. And you want to know something, Mima? We never got anything because of what the fuck your people did. Your ancestors stole us from a continent, brought us here, worked us like cattle, and then didn't even want to tell us all that we were free. That's why we celebrate Juneteenth. And they did nothing, not a fucking thing, to repay, to fix, to resolve any of the damages that occurred to the people, the African diaspora on this side of the planet, and to Africa. What your ancestors did after they gave us our freedom was find ways to eradicate us. And to this day, erase us. But I digress. There's more to your bullshit video.
If I look back, if I look back far enough, my great grandpa worked in the cotton field for a black man. Ooh, yeah, he did. So does that make my great grandpa a slave?
No. It makes your great grandfather a man who needed a job and a black man that gave it to him. Your great grandfather wasn't as rich as the rest of the white folks back then. He was a broke motherfucker working for a black man. That's what your grandpa was. See, what you need to do is sit down and shut up. Because I
don't get it.
You damn sure don't. The fuck is wrong with you? But anyway, here's an informational video that you may want to watch. Watch this video and I won't be back. Fuck wrong with you? White women, go collect your people. Go collect your people. After you watch this video, then go collect your people. Fuck.
Continue to observe Black History Month. It's hard to believe there are still people alive today who had a parent born into slavery. Daniel Smith, who's almost 90 years old, is one of the few left.
We are survivors.
Daniel Smith is one of the last living links to America's original sin.
Your grandparents were enslaved.
Right.
Your father was born the property of a white man.
Yep.
His father, Abram, was born into bondage in Virginia in the early 1860s.
He used to tell these stories.
Stories about the inhumanity their ancestors suffered and survived. His father believed, like other freed slaves, in this new America, his young son would be great.
He grabbed me and shook me. He said, "You have nothing to cry about. This is America. We came from the strongest of the strong. We survived the ships."
The ship.
He gave me a signal to be strong and to survive.
And not just survive, but thrive and fight for true freedom.
John Lewis.
You have a lot of memories with him.
Right.
Smith's living room is a testament to his generation's struggle for equality. He was there for Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Washington.
I want to remember someday
little black boys and black girls
can walk hand in hand
with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
Well, I was saying yes, and yes.
Smith followed that dream to Alabama, where he helped lead the fight for voting rights. He witnessed firsthand the terror. Smith remembers the Ku Klux Klan torching his office, and one night while driving, a car full of white men chased him down a dark road.
Then all of a sudden, boom, they hit me, and so I sped up as fast as my car would go. And then they come alongside me, pull over, you black. And I said, no, this black is not pulling over, because if they catch you, you're gone.
That must have been the most terrifying.
I wasn't scared, I was angry. But it stays with you up to 89, you know?
Like you can still feel that
feeling.
Yes,
yeah, right.
Smith went on to a successful career in government and then served as head usher at the National Cathedral, where he led presidents to prayer. An incredible life, inspired by a generation history forgets.
We want to think that happened so long ago.
Author Sana Butler says the children of freed slaves like Smith heard similar messages from their parents.
Mothers and fathers said, we didn't survive for you to be anything other than great. After the Civil War, blacks truly believed the worst was over.
The worst was over.
The worst was over. So they had this immigrant mentality that we're going to go out and achieve everything that we can.
They didn't anticipate the barriers white America would erect. But their message, like the one from Smith's father, was you are the strongest of the strong.
Has been taken away because the curator could not take the heat, the stitches coming from like all round. You know what? Stay go to the screen. Let us roll the stitches. So straight up, here we go.
The people of color are still harping on getting reparations.
Now, when you watch that video and when you watch all the comments, and what I've seen was 815 comments, you will see just how those white folk really think about you. You folk who, you black folks, you Negroes, you people of color who think you got white friends. It's stuff like that that'll show you exactly where they at. You should see all the white folks on there agreeing with this woman. You will see it. See, most of you colored people really need a culture shock. A culture shock. Check it out. See what you think. I'm out. Peace.
Let me get this straight. I'm trying to understand this.
Ooh, honey, I got time today. I got time today. Honey, if your great-great-great-great-granddaddy worked in the cotton field, he most likely worked for himself. Or if he worked for someone else, he got paid. It was not free labor. Blood, sweat, and tears were not shed freely in the fields for your people. But for mine, their blood, sweat, tears, songs, prayers are all in that field. 400 years behind the 8 ball. You bet black people are looking for reparations. You bet.
Breath. Ever been a slave?
Well, the problem is that, yes, there are people currently enslaved in the United States by the United States. Now, are they chattel slaves like our ancestors were? No, but that's not also the only point of reparations. See, with all the talk about you only vote Democrat because you want free stuff, white people got a lot of free stuff, and they voted Democrat and Republican. While they got that free stuff, they literally made it into law that we can't get any of it. And if we did manage to make it up, pull ourselves by the bootstraps, they would cut the bootstraps and take your boot. There's plenty of resources to inform you on this, but I understand why you don't know. We know way more about you guys than you know about us, because you didn't need to know. So yes, 5 million sounds like a good start. Sorry.
Grandpa a slave? Possibly.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for sharing your opinion, not fact. Opinion, not fact. Now, the difference between the two, you and people of color, systems were created to keep us bound for years, decades, generations. Now, you look like you have your own property, your own land, probably cars, a lot of stuff that a lot of people that look like me don't have opportunity to get. So, as far as reparations, yeah, it's due. Just like the Jews, just like the Japanese Americans, just like indigenous. Our turn. You already know what's coming. Plan for it, brace for it.
People of color are still harping on getting reparations.
Somebody better come motherfucking get Sandra. She is way over her skis out here. Ma'am, I know you didn't. And let me tell you something. Your great-great-great-great-grandpa might have picked cotton, but guess what? Did he get paid for it? Because if he did, he wasn't a part of chattel slavery. Y'all, I cannot. Somebody literally come and get their Nana, because she is out here way too fucked up, way too much dip on her chip. I cannot. White people, y'all, white women, y'all embarrass me on a daily fucking basis, and I'm so tired of it.
Are still harping on getting reparations.
Rosewood, Black Wall Street, inherited wealth. See, when my grandfather passed away, apparently he passed away with like $4 million or something like that. And it got divvied up amongst his kids and the grandkids and so on and so forth. And my dad, of course, got some of that. And when he died, I got his portion. And because of that, I was able to buy my trailer park, my business. That was inherited wealth. But you know who doesn't have that opportunity, that privilege? The descendants from places like Black Wall Street and Rosewood, because they were burnt down by white people's ideas of black people and lies and bullshit that they were fed. Stuff that stemmed down from things like slavery, because they were made to believe that black folks were inferior and shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that. So a lot of people that are around today missed out on a lot of things that they could have had, because those people that were living in Rosewood and Black Wall Street, they worked hard for those businesses, those homes, those lives. Stuff that would have given black folks today that were relatives of them and other people around that would have benefited. They would have benefited today from this, but they didn't, because of the systemic racism that was built up from way back when. Now, even if you don't want to listen to that part, there are still businesses today that were around during slavery, that made money off slavery, that are still around, like Wells Fargo. Look into it. As far as me getting into reparations, I don't know about that. But when it comes to businesses that are still making a shit ton of money, that made their bones from slavery, maybe it's something we should think about. I mean, we give so much money to defense, but we don't give money to where it is needed, the people of this country. And there's a lot of people in this country that could benefit if the government wasn't so fucking greedy. And we gotta face it, the government is greedy. I mean, just the politicians, they work like, 10% of the year, and then they're off, and they're getting these fat paychecks, severance pays, all this bullshit that none of us get to see. So I'm just saying, if people lost their inherited wealth because of stuff that was ingrained in them, if there's businesses still thriving today off money they made during slavery, maybe somebody should get something from that.
All right, this is all we got from the stitches, and I definitely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think, and this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. Let me know. Yeah, okay, sorry, I forgot. Thank you all so much for all the support. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.